So today we're going to be talking about something else that is very near to my childhood, and that starts with these apples. And what we're going to be talking about specifically today is applesauce, something that my mom used to make for me whenever I was sick or pretending to be sick home from school. These are Fuji apples, but you can use McIntosh or Granny Smith if you something to be a little bit more tart. But personally, I prefer to go with Fuji. So we're going to start by peeling these apples, and I only like to peel half of them because I like some of the skins in with the applesauce because I think it adds a little more texture, makes it feel a little bit more homemade. But that's just me. If you don't like any skins, feel free to peel them all. So how I like to peel them is I start by doing one vertical strip like that, and then I go around to the top of the apple in a circle, and that gives the peeler something easy to catch onto. And then I just do quick vertical more strips along with it, going in a circle, moving it with my left hand and peeling it quickly with my right hand. It doesn't have to be perfect for this because, you're leaving the skins on half of them anyways. So don't get too stingy with the apple skins. So now I've chopped up all of these apples into about one inch pieces. I'm just finishing the last couple. And then as soon as I get those all chopped up to about 1 inch pieces, half of them with the skins on, half with the skins off, I'm going to add them to a large pot, like a stock pot, such as this one. And then I'm going to zest one lemon. And I normally when you zest a lemon, it can result in these long strands of lemon zest, and I want them to be pretty small. So I'm going to, after zest it, I'm going to chop it up really fine with a totally inadequate paring knife. Please don't use a paring knife to try to chop things up really fine. Just get a new knife, but I'm lazy and I didn't want to clean an extra knife. Do as I do, not as I say. Wait, do as I say, not as I do. After adding in the lemon zest, we're going to add a whole bunch of different things, including a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and then a bunch of different spices, and those can range in many different things. I'm going with cloves, and then a little bit of cloves are really powerful, so only go with a tiny bit of them. And then if you want more, you can taste the applesauce later and add more, but really just start with a tiny bit. I'll have exact measurements in the recipe that's in the description. After that, I like to add nutmeg. You can be a little bit more judicious with the nutmeg than the cloves, and then ground ginger, allspice, and cinnamon as well. And the ratios for those will be in the description. However, this is a very flexible thing. You don't have to be completely 100% specific on it. If you like more cinnamon, add more cinnamon. If you like less cinnamon, add less cinnamon. And after you've added all the cinnamon and spices, you're going to put the applesauce on the back burner and add 3 cups of water. And just let it boil, really. Just let it sit. You can stir it every so often, stir it occasionally. However, you really don't need to, you don't need to tend it too much. And this will go for about an hour, and it can even go for longer than that. But after that, eventually you're going to want to take it off the heat and use an immersion blender to blend it. But I like to leave some chunks. Once again, it's that homemade feel. It's how my mom used to do it. So I like to leave some of those bigger chunks in there. But you're trying to get most of it pretty smooth. And after all that, you can let it cool, and then you've got your perfect homemade cinnamon spiced applesauce. Sometimes I like to cook it with a full cinnamon stick in the applesauce as well, and that will imbue even more cinnamon flavor, but it's not entirely necessary, and the cinnamon sticks aren't really something that everybody has in their kitchen. And with that, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.